And welcome into our Vinyasa class. I hope you're feeling really good wherever and whenever you're watching it. As we come to the start of our yoga practice, first thing is this feeling of arrival, of settling. Turning our attention inwards and towards the essential, fundamental movement of the breath in and out of the body that reminds us of the fact that we're alive and that we're here. Body is moving and functioning. And then we have the feeling of sensation, the feeling of contact with whatever it is we're sitting on, be it block or mat, the ground itself. With this sense of touch, sense of the breath moving, this moment of pause and saying, okay, yeah, I'm here. Perhaps we allow ourselves to release a little of the things we're trying to be and the things we want to do and the ephemeral, the trials and tribulations, the currents and the waves that make up being a normal human and existing in the web of humanity. So little of it is of any real massive importance when we start stripping away the stories, coming into the moment. It's not an exaltation to live with no care or no responsibility. Yogis, we can seek to move and exist from a place of love and care, passion. When the going gets tough, perhaps we can reassure ourselves that it doesn't matter that much. Today is Buddha Day when Buddha is supposed to have been born, become enlightened, and to have died. The same date, not the same day. Perhaps the fundamental doctrine of Buddhism is compassion. Of course, that's a wonderful theme for a yoga practice. So we start to move and we let compassion form that. Couple more breaths, maybe a little deeper. Next time we breathe in, let's open the mouth and let out an audible sigh. Ah, maybe once more. Ah. Now let's start to gently move. Take a rotation Letting the hands still rest gently on the thighs. And with softness in the arms and softness in the face, rotating around the hips. Letting the shoulders track forwards and track back. Spine to flex and extend between the head and the tailbone. Circling around. As we circle, we roll over the sit bones, over the pelvis, forwards and back. Starting to wake up the spine into its lateral movement, side to side movement. It's front and back, it's extension, flexion. Let's come the other way if we haven't already. You've been changing direction, just keep going with your flow and balancing it out. Nice steady breath. Next time you come to the center, trying to find a gentle stillness and inhaling and floating of the arms. I'm going to twist over to either side. Exhale. And let the twist start in the belly. Let the fingers land where they land. Check in with the sitting bones. You're leaning heavily into one or the other. See if you can rebalance the sitting bones. Breathe length into the spine. Exhale. Drawing the tummy in and up, maybe a deeper twist. And inhaling, floating to the center. And exhaling, letting the hands lower down, resetting. Inhale, float up. Exhale, from the belly, twist. And let the fingers fall. Rebalance your seat. Inhale for length. Exhale for a little depth. Inhale to the center. Float the arms. Exhale, hands down to the thighs again. And then walk the fingers forwards. Walk the fingers forwards and then over to the left. So the body comes towards or onto the thigh. Arms stretching away. Maybe the right arm can come across and the right hand rests on top of the left hand. Increase the intensity of the stretch in the right hand side. Exhale, soften. Inhale, float the spine up between the shoulder blades. Lift the body off the leg with the core. The fingers all the way around to the others. Inhale for length. Exhale. Lay the body down. Again, once we've settled the torso coming onto or towards the leg, maybe the left hand comes on top of the right hand, stretching the left side of the body. See what you can do to make the head more comfortable, the back of the neck feel spacious and long. And again, feel like the spine wants to float between the shoulder blades. Inhale. And use the core to lift the body up. Walk the hands back round to the center. Up on the fingertips, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, open the chest. Not to squash the back of the neck, but feel like opening the front of the exhale, push with the hands, roll back over the pelvis, round. And then we're going to flow like this a little bit. So we're inhaling, we're feeling like we're dragging the hands towards us, opening the chest. Exhale, pushing the hands away, rounding the spine, chin towards the chest. See if we can move from the pelvis. Inhale, rolling onto the front of the sitting bones, open the chest. Exhale, rolling back. Twice more. Inhale through. Exhale back. Round. And the last one. Inhale, bring the chest through. Exhale, exhale, round this through to a neutral position. I'm going to come up onto all fours. Tuck the toes and let's have quite a nice sort of square shape here. Hips above knees, shoulders above wrists, and some free movement here. Keeping the shape quite constrained so we really get into the spine here. Moving through all the articulations, waves, spine. Noticing if there's any spots where you feel a bit less mobile or maybe there's less information, seeing if we can get in there somehow, devising some movement, listening to the body. And gently coming to stillness, just checking our position again. Take the hands, just rotate the hands out a little bit, spread the fingers. So the first finger, the index finger, is just a sort of 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. I'm going to take some spine dips. We're going to exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, inhale around the back. So I'm not wearing a tight shut, but you keep the tummy in and keep the spine in its alignment. Inhale, lift the spine between the shoulder blades. Exhale, the shoulder blades come together. Neck stays long and neutral, in line with the rest of the spine. Inhale. And we'll take some circles with the chin, just to warm the neck up a little bit. We haven't done too much with the neck. Ease into it. Got to keep the feeling of the spine lifting up between the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are separated, but the shoulder's not hugging the ears. So shoulder blades are wrapped. Going the other way if you haven't already. Feeling into the joints. Make up the cervical spine, aka the neck. And maybe the little droopy dog face, the little shake of the head. Floppy cheeks, just to get out any tension that's there. And then let's walk the knees a little further away. We're going to take more wave-like movement. So first bring the bottom back towards the heels and then lifting from the tummy, inhaling, rounding forwards, and we lengthen out. Exhale, we raise the palm and we roll through the spine. Inhale, pull forwards, and exhale. For a little experiment, you could try keeping the arms straight as you come forward, or the tummy in, and exhale back so the arms stay completely straight during the movement. This might help switch on the deep abs as we come forward. And the other alternative is to draw the elbows in and take a little half chaturanga, and then let the movement of the hips straighten the arms. Maybe a few of each, waking up our arm strength. And also getting into the core a little. And next time you come forward, let's keep those arms straight. Bring the shoulders as far forwards as is comfortable, and maybe you feel the knees even getting light. And maybe we can float the knees and draw in the tummy. If it's too much in the wrists, just move back a little. If it's okay in the wrists, you can come forwards a little, maybe even rolling over tops of toes. And gently lower the knees. Bring the bum back to the heels. Just give the hands a little shake out. Interlace the fingers, and we'll take some circles with the wrists just to ease them off. Waves through the arms, circles through the wrists. Great. 6 shoulder rolls there as well. Just a few each way. Great. Let's come back to our all fours and we will thread the needle. And we'll take 4 reps of dipping and coming up without landing the shoulder. And then on the 5th, we will land the shoulders. Finding your neutral box shape. Energy through the left hand. Inhale up the right hand and exhale, dip. Inhale. Exhale. So the shoulder stays off the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, one more dip. See if you can activate the toes and feel the belly switch on. Opening up, and this time thread the needle, come down onto the right shoulder, side of the head comes down, left fingers walk away. This could be enough. Maybe the left leg reaches away, and maybe you have a go at floating the left foot. Breathing nice and steady. You roll out, it's totally okay. If the leg is floating, exhale, gently float the foot back down. Bring the knees back into line. Left hand comes back beside the face and energy through toes and hand. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, land the right hand. Maybe a little wiggle, maybe a couple of cat-cows here. Keep saying hello to the spine. And we'll come straight to the other side. So now the right hand is engaged and strong. We feel this line of energy. Inhale the left hand up and 5 dips. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. How much of the work can you do in the core? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up, open. Exhale, ready to land it. Left shoulder comes down, side of face comes down. Right fingertips walk away. Feel that nice stretch. And then if you played with it last time, maybe we're extending away the right leg. Maybe we're floating the right foot up off the ground. One more breath. And for the foot is lifted, gently float it back down. Draw the knees in line. We'll turn the right hand next to the face and inhale. Open it up. Left hand floats high. Exhale back to our neutral position. Now let's open the chest a little bit and we'll walk the knees back. Check that the index finger is facing forwards and the elbows feel like they're wrapping. We're coming to Anahatasana or puppy dog pose. Exhale. Maybe the chin comes down, maybe the forehead comes down, maybe the chest comes down. Gently pressure down through the forearms, walking the hands back in, thumb up. And then let's walk the knees in, cross the ankles and come over to sit on the bum. And take a couple of stretches here. Just drawing the right knee in towards the body. Now, have a check here. Are we rounding back? Or are we lifting up? We're on the front of the sit bones. Try to come to the front of the sit bones. Wrap the right arm around. And maybe we can use that pressure to help draw us up a little more. So we feel the spine is really, really long and tall. From here, we're going to come over into a forward fold. The right shoulder is going to come inside that right knee, and maybe the forearm, the tricep is going to come against the shin. Inhale, reach forwards and long. Find that long back of the neck. Exhale. Maybe the arms wrap around. And if it's there, the bind will come easily. If it's not, you can stay with the arms stretched out or reaching forwards. Seeking to open the upper back in this stretch. And draw the belly in, and maybe there's a little more of an opening, spine between the shoulder blades opening. And if you have the bind, gently release it. Inhale up, and we're going to find the left hand wrapping around the outside of the right foot. Exhale. Inhale, float right hand. Exhale. We're opening out to find a twist. Again, we don't want to come into the rounded spine here. So we could have a bent knee, if that makes it easier to find. Upright spine, front of sitting line. Bring this openness across the chest. And if the leg goes higher or it goes further away, that's great. Try not to scrunch the shoulder or lose the back. From here, inhale, right hand joins the left hand. Also back to the front. Exhale, push all of the foot into the hands, and that might help lengthen the leg. From here, we're going to rock the baby. So left arm is going to cradle the left foot. Right arm is going to wrap around. And we're rocking the leg. So here we're aiming to warm the hip socket up and help it to open out to the side and even to the back. And from here, we can play with our compass pose. So we'll again use the left hand on the outside of the foot to help lift up the leg. And we maybe get the leg over the shoulder or over the upper arm and the hands back down on the ground. So that could be enough there. See how we are there. Can we get the sitting bones down? Can we get a feeling of length in the spine? And maybe there's a lift here. So to start finding the lift, you might shift the bum back a little bit. Maybe just we could lift the bum off the floor an inch or two. The heel could stay put. Maybe the leg could float as well. And of course, if it's in your practice, there's an arm balance here as well. Whether you're lifting or balancing or just holding, relax that. Left hand once more to the foot. We're going to exhale. And we're going to lift that foot up and away. We might just be here. Feel like you want the foot to go out to the side. Head turns towards the left armpit. And exhale, gently release. Bring the sole of the right foot inside the left leg. Fingertips go behind, facing away. Spine long. We're going to fold over this leg. So you might bend the leg, bend the knee here. And when we fold forwards, we want a progression. So rather than thinking about bringing this head down and rounding the spine, see if we can put the belly on the thigh. And then we see, can we put the rib on the thigh? Chest, breast, maybe the shoulder. And maybe eventually the forehead will come down to the shin, but only after the shoulders come down. The head can even come inside the leg. And this is to help train the body to fold forwards from the pelvis rather than just rounding the back. Inhale, lift head. Use the fingers to support as you straighten up. And one more on this side. Open the front of the thigh, holding that right foot next to right buttock. And starting off quite high, we're looking to draw the knees together, to send the right knee away. And as we're comfortable with that, maybe we come down to the left forearm, maybe we come down to both forearms. But we really want to keep that right knee down and feeling like it's tracking away from us. Maybe you can feel like the muscles either side of the rectus abdominis, the six-pack lengthen, inner core muscles lengthen away from the waistline. Once you come up, we'll roll onto the left hip, draw the right knee up to the chin. We'll take a few circles here, rolling across onto the left hip, extending the leg away. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Next time you come to the center, reverse and take a few circles here. Pausing in the center, extend the right toes away, skyward, lift up, tickle the toes, and with a rounded spine, take 10 Kapalabhati, sharp exhales through the nose. Gently lower right heel to meet the left, fingertips behind, open the chest, stretch. Exhale, fingertips either side of the leg, round the upper spine, snail pose, exhale. We'll come to the other side. So we started off with the leg drawing in, finding the front of the sitting bones, hugging that leg, growing tall. Inhale. Exhale. And then bringing that left shoulder inside left knee. Check that the seat is still even, that we're still our weight transferring into the earth evenly. Arms come out wide. If it's there, we can find the bind. Paying most attention to the seat here. So don't want to roll over to one side or the other. Instead, we're using this pressure of the arm against the shin to help draw us forwards to find that space in the upper back. Okay, so release, inhale, lift up, straighten. Exhale, left foot reaches away, right hand takes hold. Inhale, we open into our twist. But maybe the gaze comes back over the shoulder, looking at that back hand. And remember, we want to keep feeling like the shoulders open, spine is tall, the breath is flowing. Inhale, cycle left hand round. Both hands on the foot, lengthen spine. Exhale, draw the foot in. Now, if you don't dip the head, because the sensation is to pull the head through, and that is satisfying, you'll get a deeper stretch in the hamstring. And that's pretty intense there. Next, coming through to our compass wrap. So fold the leg in and rock the baby. feeling into the hip. Now, this is the one where we might feel quite a marked difference between one side of the body and the other, and that's totally normal. Feeling into it, any differences, and then we'll set up first for our lift. So we use the right hand to guide foot in, we use the left hand to lift, and the leg comes either behind the shoulder or it wraps over the upper arm. Looking for as even a seat as we can find. And then maybe we're playing with the lift here. So again, you could just be pushing down to the ground and seeing how that feels. If we feel like we're not going anywhere, we might need to move the bottom back a little bit, and that'll help. Maybe we're lifting the bum, maybe we're lifting the foot, maybe we're playing with crossing the feet or Asabhakrasana. Gently coming out of your lift or your balance if you're still there. We'll come to our compass pose. So might need to hoist the leg, and then the right hand's wrapping around. Inhaling. Feel like you're sending the left heel away. Right hand's drawing it back. Trying to gaze gently under the right armpit. And gently let that go. Fold the leg back in. And we're bringing the sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. So it's our Janusirshasana variant. So this thing where we draw the flesh from the sitting bone, it's a really common cue. It's really helping to indicate to the tailbone to come forth. So again, we'll find our own depth with this forward fold. Maybe we're just bringing belly to the thigh, and that's enough. Maybe we're bending the knee to bring the belly to the thigh. And then we're progressively coming into our fold. Gently lifting the head with the inhale, walking the hands in. And we're coming to our quad stretch. Holding that left foot in. Drawing the knees together. Maybe there's a resettling of the pelvis. And then maybe down to one forearm, maybe down onto both. And feeling like the knee is going away. The deep core is coming up onto the ribs. And it's come out, we're rolling out onto the right hip. And we're taking those sides. Inhaling in, exhaling away, rolling onto the hips. We're getting a little bit of a release through the lower back here as well. It's the rotational movement for the lower back. Forearms are mobilizing the upper back shoulders. Change direction if you haven't already. And then next time you come to the middle, we draw the knee in, extend the toes away, lift up and turn Kapalabhati here. Gently lower the feet, let the feet be in line. And pointing the toes, maybe we take an easy Paschimottanasana here. Again, just with what openness is available, maybe moving the flesh here, maybe belly, maybe rib, maybe shoulder, wherever we're at with our journey here. Inhaling, lifting up. We're going to roll down onto Here we're going to do our leg lift. So we'll go single legs 4 times each, and then we'll go 4 times with both. So we can flatten the lower spine, engage the belly, inhale, extend right foot, point the toes, exhale. And as we extend the leg away, find the length in the hip socket. So feel like you're reaching the leg out of the hip socket. Inhale, exhale, reach, inhale, exhale, inhale, last one. You feel like you're trying to push the leg out of the socket. Inhale, back up, fold it in, put it down, straight to the other side. Inhale, exhale, in, exhale, in, exhale. Last one. Inhale. Join it with the right foot now. Thing is here to not let the lower back do the work and lift off the ground, so you might not go as deep. And that's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, 2 more, exhale, inhale, last one, exhale, hold, float the shoulders, fish pose, draw the belly in, and exhale, relax. On the soles of the feet, going flatten the lower spine, backs of the hands down, exhale, let's lift up into a bridge. Just make this quite a muscular bridge with a few reps. We're still rolling the spine back down progressively when we come down, but when we lift up, we push through the feet and we squeeze the glutes to make it fairly important. So, exhale, roll the spine down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push through the feet, squeeze the glutes. Strong quads. Inhale. Exhale, roll it. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Inhale, as you inhale, open the chest more. Exhale, roll it. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, push and lift, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, open. And roll down. Last one. Prepare. Lift. Squeeze. Inhale for that extra opening the chest, the heart. Push down through the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, roll the body down to the mat. Let the knees roll from side to side. In fact, let's pick up the feet, bring the hands to the front of the shin and roll across the whole back body. So a nice release across the whole back of body, shoulders. Maybe even the head gets involved and we roll across the back of the head. Now let's roll forwards and back. And see if we can roll and land on the feet and roll down. And then we're going to come through all the way to standing. And stand it up. I've done quite a lot of just strength, flexibility, maintenance stuff there. Now we'll flow through a few sun salutations just to keep that meditative, one breath, one movement. Traditional yoga practice involved as well. So gently bending the knees, feel the weight equal in the feet. Inhale, reach up, draw the belly in, engage the core. Exhale, folding forward, soft knees. Let the back of the head go. Inhale, let's find the flat back, the fingertips on the floor. Let's step back to our lunge. Exhale, right foot goes back, knee comes down. Inhale. Open the chest, just gently open the front of the thigh. Exhale, hands down, knees together. Inhale through. Find a cobra. Root the knees, kick up the feet, tuck the toes. Lift into downward dog. Do that little kick with the heels just to build the hamstring strength, glute strength. Okay. Going to float the right, inhale, float the right foot, get long. Imagine you were standing on that right leg. Your spine and the head were aligned as if you were standing. Exhale, draw that knee under the body, right knee towards the nose, round the upper back, squeeze. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, again, knee to the nose, round. Inhale, back, long. Last one, exhale. This time, step the foot down. Land it as gently as you can. Left knee down. Inhale, up. Lunge here. Exhale, frame the foot. Step it through and fold. Stand up. Bend the knees deeply. Lift from the core. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center to Tadasana, open up. We'll come to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale through, lengthen, fingertips down. Exhale, left foot steps back, knee down. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step back, knees together. And through to our cobra. Inhale. Give a little kick. Tuck the toes. Exhale, back through to. Moving quickly now. Inhale the left leg. And exhale the knee to the nose. Round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Before you step round it in, exhale, round that knee in. And then gently stepping the left foot through. Inhaling up for our lunge here. Exhale, frame the front foot, step the right foot through and fold. Inhale, standing up, reach high. Exhale. We'll go again here. So inhaling up, folding forwards. Inhale for the half lift. This time step or jump back to high plank. And then chaturanga, keeping those elbows in, lowering down. Inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. Knees down if they're lifted. Kick, tuck toes, exhale. Downward dog. A little shuffle through the hips. And then inhale the right leg. This time open the hip, keep a leg long, reach. Exhale. Bend the knee. Drawing the heel towards the buttock. Inhale, straighten the legs, strong through left toes, square off the hips. Exhale, step through. High lunge, just inhale up, present. Let's just pause, check in here. If we can draw the pelvis under, the tummy in, rounding the upper back. Lengthen away the left heel, lower the tailbone, on deep. Maybe you can shuffle the right foot forwards a little. Don't lose the tummy. Keep controlled core. From here we'll open out to warrior two. Exhale to warrior two. Just turn around, so I'm still facing Warrior two. Avoid the temptation to lean forwards here. Try to keep shoulders above the hips. Get the feet up by pushing down, squeezing the inner thighs. Maybe there's an opening at the hips and the foot can come forward. Tailbone goes downwards. And that's where the depth comes from. Flip that front palm. Inhale, legs remain still as we reverse the warrior, reaching for the back of the mat. Exhale. Forearm comes inside the knee. Inhale, we find this long line. So if the depth is coming here in the leg, then the angle of the body. Trying to keep this lovely line. And let's inhale back to our reverse warrior. And again through. Now this time maybe ease into this. Maybe the fingertips can find the floor. Maybe the hand can find the floor. And again, looking for a straight line between shoulder and knee. You might want to use the block. Keep feeling like the feet are drawing together. So there's not really any weight in the hand. Strength is in the core. Here we'll come back to warrior two. Strong through the right foot. Inhale. Follow it through. Straighten the leg. And then we're going to exhale through to Trikonasana. Right hip comes under. We reach, 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 reach. And then maybe the fingertips find the floor. And we float the left arm. Looking for hips and shoulders remaining fairly in alignment here, rather than dropping one forward for the sake of depth. Maybe the gaze comes up to the top hand. From here, we're going to bend that front knee. Left hand's going to land as we turn up the left foot. We're in a runner's lunge with the right foot forwards. Maybe you step in the back foot a little as we exhale, straightening the front leg, coming towards pyramid pose. Going to flow 3 or 4 times here. Inhaling runner's lunge. Exhaling pyramid pose. So you can ease into this. You don't need to come to the full depth of the pose first time. Eventually, just like our other forward folds, we're looking for that progressive belly, rib, shoulder, forehead. Exhale. Last time coming into your pyramid pose. Inhale, lift the head and the body, walk the hands around, and we've come to a wide-legged forward. Just bending one knee and then the other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let's fold. Just push down through the feet. And let the head go. Don't worry about what depth you reach. Just letting the body to relax, letting the head guide the way. That's fine. The fingertips on the mat. Inhale for half lift. Walk the hands back round to the front. Step the right foot back, high plank, and flow through your vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Our dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Exhale, hop through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale. So one more side to flow through. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale for the half lift. Hop back to our high plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale. Back to our downward dog. And this time we're inhaling the left leg high. Open the hips. Exhale, bend the knee. Drawing left heel towards the buttock. And inhale, lengthen the leg away. Use the strength of the right toes to support you as you square off the hips. Exhale, step the left foot through. We're coming through to our high lunge. Inhale. Present. And taking a few breaths here just to build strength in this lunge pose, openness. Right heel extending away or drawing in. And then from here to our warrior two. So open out to warrior two. Left foot forwards. Flip that front palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, first time, just bring the forearm inside. Inhaling, opening, finding that line. And then inhale, floating back. This time coming a little deeper. Exhale, come through. Fingertips find the ground or a block, or maybe the hand finds the ground. And we're seeking to drop that hip, finding that straight line. Inhale. Nice. Hold it for another breath or two. See if you can float the hand off the floor. Inhale back through warrior two, straightening the leg. And exhaling through to Trikonasana. Take your time. Find the length. Find the opening in the hips like you're turning the steering wheel. Then hand floats down and open. Here, turn the gaze. The toes float the right hand down. Return up the right foot, lifting the heel. Inhaling to our runner's lunge. Keep a nice long line in the body here as well. And then we're exhaling back towards pyramid pose. So you can keep the feet long with the heel up or step in the back foot for a warrior one base. The toes are at sort of 2 o'clock. Inhaling through. And exhaling back. Inhaling through. Exhaling back. Remember, you can come progressively deeper with each one. But if you're folding, see if we can feel that roll of the body onto the. Taking a couple of breaths in your fullest version of pyramid pose today. And then one last time, to walk our hands around to find our wide leg forward fold. And exhale, finding the depth of that fold. And reaching out so the hands find the feet. Making sure we're really pushing down through the feet, feeling that strength all the way up the back of the legs, the knees feeling happy and supported. And then when we've got that foundation, maybe the fingers are wrapping around the outside of the feet and we can gently draw the head a little lower. Releasing the feet. If you're holding them, bring the fingertips under the shoulders. Inhale, lift up. Walk the hands back to the front. And flow through one more vinyasa. Left foot comes back. Exhale to the mat. Inhale through. Maybe one last kick. Exhale to your dog. So a little walk out through the dog. Rocking of the hips. And gently coming onto the knees. And we're going to finish off with a couple of minutes with a frog pose. So for a frog, You might want something under the knees, depends on how hard your floor is. Bit of a classic is to roll or fold the mat like that. And for a frog pose, bring the knees as wide as we can. The shins are pretty much parallel. Coming down to the forearm. I'll show you this from another angle in a minute. You'll see a lot of people that are just dropping to the floor, but I think that kind of decreases the intensity of the stretch. So I'll keep the forearms there, round the back, drawing the core, and I'm using the forearms to send the hips backwards. So I'll show you that from another angle. Really stretching the hip socket deeply here. You're just collapsing down, you'll tend to come forward and that will lessen the intensity of the stretch. So keep up on the forearms and keep sending the hips backwards. And you'll find that as you push into the floor, you can adjust the intensity of the stretch. If you can keep the feeling of lifting up the spine between the shoulder blades, you might need to bring the elbows in a bit. We're lifting and energizing through the core whilst we're stretching the hips. Now you can feel that you're drawing in the pelvic floor here as well. Another minute here. You push the knees down. So come out of this pose gently. Draw the toes together. Just bring the toes together, and then you can walk the bum back towards the heels. And let's find ourselves coming back onto the bum. Hands under the thighs. We'll just lift up into Navasana for a couple of breaths here. And slowly lowering, standing, reaching those toes away, rolling down, and eventually touching down and releasing the tension, allowing the body to flop. Finish up with a supine twist. So drawing in one knee, give it a good squeeze, draw that knee towards the armpit with both hands. And then let one hand, so the right hand, you could draw the left knee across the body, rolling onto the right hip. I like to try and keep the shoulders on the ground in a supine twist. So it's soft through the upper body, chest, and the rotation happens through the length of the spine and the hips. Inhale back to center. Draw both knees in. Make sure the spine is nicely aligned on the mat. And then we will draw the opposite knee in, the right knee in my case, towards the armpit. And guiding that knee across and over as we roll onto the opposite hip. And gently drawing yourself back to center. So going to our Shavasana now. If you need any comfort items, go ahead and take them. If you need any last movement, if you're comfortable, go ahead and take that. And otherwise, we're coming down to lie on the back, extending the feet away. We're letting the feet roll out to the sides. Shoulders are down on the mat, so the hands are resting on the mat. We're seeing where we can let go. Maybe there's an extra tension around the shoulders, it could soften. Or maybe it's the back of the jaw that we need to soften, or the forehead. Feeling of releasing the body into the mat, to the floor, into the earth. Breath soft. And seeing if you can plant the idea in your mind that whenever you remember today, you're going to ask what Buddha would do. It's pretty much always to be compassionate, put yourself in the other person's shoes, or just let it go. Give yourself a break. Good theme for life, but hard to remember it. So, and that's okay. After the symbolic death of the corpse pose comes the new life. We roll onto one side, carrying ourselves, and then we slowly, gently make our way out to sitting. Rest of everything awaits. Inhale our arms up. Exhale, hands to forehead, lips, chest. Ahasamasto Sukhinu Bhavantu. May all beings in all realms and everything that is good and wonderful. Have a great day, full of compassion. Namaste.